What's up and welcome back to today's video. So as you can tell, we are not at the farm. We are actually going to a reptile show. This is what I've been waiting to do. I've been counting down the days. We are going to the Repticon in Nashville, Tennessee. Here's our tickets right here. Me and Joseph, mom gets in free, teacher plus. So we'll see you when we get to the Nashville Fairgrounds at the Repticon show. We are now inside of the Nashville Fairgrounds Expo Center. And this place right here has a ton of cool animals. They have coatimundis, badgers, raccoons, and they even have that little cute baby bobcat up there. I want to get some exotic animals sometime for the farm, but not yet. These right here were fully already bioactive with a waterfall, but it was an arm and a leg at $200 to $350. So they were a little expensive, but they also had some sphagnum moss, the leaf me bee place. They had some moss here that we were looking at getting sphagnum moss and other types. And then they also have this Nile monitor. I really want to get some sort of Nile monitor or monitor in general for our big lizard for our farm. Next, we walk over to a little bit of their more geckos. They have all different types. And this right here is a red-eyed crocodile skink. These are one of the coolest lizards I believe you can get. It looks literally like a real-life dinosaur, but in lizard form. And then this right here is a frog that we, spoiler alert, are getting for our bioactive tank, poison dart frogs. It was 3 of them for $100, which is kind of expensive. But there's another crocodile skink, and they had tons of options here at Leaf Me Be and the Nashville Repticon Reptile Expo. They even had some of the other things I was looking at, leopard geckos, crested geckos. They had it all. They even had this little tank. It was 3 tanks by ZooMed, but it had different ages of veiled chameleons that we need for our new tank. So we were looking at those, and they also have all kinds of different scorpions and other invertebrates. And then this is a isopod springtail store. They had every type of isopod you could ever need, springtail too. Everything you could ever need. This right here was a small little shop. I don't know what it's called, but they had tons of tegus right there. You could see that's another option for our big lizard here for the farm. But yeah, they had all different kinds. And this next one is L&S Exotic Animals. They had everything. They even had bunnies at this place. They had from bunnies to lizards to monitors to anything, frogs and everything. But they have these little bunnies, and they were rarely cheap, $25 rabbits. And we asked about this flop right here, the white one. And originally we got told, yes, it's a girl. So of course, mom's like, oh yes, we need more women. So we were gonna get it. We held it, snuggled it. And then we told them that we wanted to wait a minute and walk around and see if we had seen anything else. She checked it. Yes, it's a girl. Okay, so we snuggled it. And then, after we got done with that, they debated who was going to buy it for a little bit. And then we gave it back, walked around, and came back. And the lady that was over that lady right there actually told us that that one that she verified was a female was actually a male. So we ended up, after all of it, not getting it. But around from it, they had ground squirrels in that cage right there that you're seeing. And they were all burrowed up right there. They were the cutest things ever. Then they had prairie dogs. I really want prairie dogs. I'm going to go ahead and say it. That's probably my favorite land mammal, besides like your really exotic ones like a bobcat or something. And then these were mini pigs. I was surprised they had them, but there was 3 of them. And then on around, oh yes, they also had some flying squirrels, or different names, but whatever you want to call them, they were flying squirrels. And they were all in those pouches. They were also really, really cool. And then they had starter kits and everything. And then on around, right here, you can kind of see they have some bigger monitors, and that's a Uramax right there. But the next 3 buckets are actually monitors. And then on down from that was monitors that I was actually looking at. It's kind of hard to see. There was too many people there. There was a lot of people, but I could tell you pretty much what's there. There was Nile monitors that those people were looking at. They had everything. They had even had red-eye crocodile skinks in some of those containers. And then they had a chameleon there. Then they had their snakes, a couple of snakes, like every place has. And then on the other side of the snakes, there was, first of all, more snakes. And then there was frogs and these Russian tortoises, and then sulcata and redfoot baby, little redfoot sulcata babies. Right there. Those were they were $100 a piece. Best deal you can ever get. There were some milk frogs on the end, Pac-Man frogs, red-eye tree frogs, and then all their bioactive tank setup stuff and starter kits for small mammals. And then we're coming back around. There's hamsters, guinea pigs, all your minor animals. And then now we are at the groundhogs. Well, nope, not groundhogs. Prairie dogs and ground squirrels. Those prairie dogs were attacking each other. So that was the cutest thing. And then now we are over here in the reptile soil and enclosure building area, where they had everything, hides, every hide that Zilla produces, Zoomed, everything. They had everything you could ever need for any reptile right there in that one store. And it was all relatively marked down from normal Zilla price or Zoomed price. It was about $2 off per item. And you just pick it up, walk to the end, check out, and you're done. We also got a very nice mister from there. That was really nice. It was a free gift in those boxes that you just saw flash right by on your screen. Right there, they just flashed by. And then they had some more snakes, of course, all throughout the entire place. But then this one place right over here had tons and tons of leopard geckos and crested geckos. This right here is the crested gecko display. And then on around is their plants. And then their leopard geckos. And then on around, I'm just doing a whole quick little run for you guys. This is what it looked like. There's Bark Store on the right. That's the Exotic Encounters store. They even had a baby kangaroo. That place right there, Zazik, that is where we're getting our poison dart frogs. We're trying to get up with them and let them do it with us, but do a sponsorship with us. But that is where we got all of our plants that you will see when we get back in the car. And this is their isopods, and then they show us a bioactive tank, and they told us what we need to do to get ours really kick-started. We also got another plant right there, that plant from that guy. We've seen him before. Mom is actually interested in one of those praying mantis, for her class because you know she's a teacher. And then we cut back through here to get to the exotic animals that we just walked by, and we're back on our way out the door. Just quick run by, see the ground squirrels again and the prairie dogs because they're my favorite animal. And then as we get closer to the end, we got Tiki Place right there, Tiki Place, I don't remember which one it was, but that's there. A snake breeder, professional snake breeder, and then that's it. Now I'll see you back in the car. We are back in the car now from the Nashville Reptile Expo. That was an amazing expo. Repticon Expo, amazing. We did not get any animals this time, but we did get some plants for our bioactive tank. We got, I don't know the name of this, I'm not a plant expert. Do you remember the name that told us of this? This is our plant. It's gonna hold water down in there, and it'll be where the guy said the frogs that we're gonna get, spoiler, is going to love to go down in there. And then we also got some watermelon begonia right here. He said it grows single vine. We can put it anywhere in the tank and it does amazing. And then we got this plant right here, I'm not even gonna try.
We had to turn around. Thank you.
The Philodendron verrucosum, I don't know, but he said it grows straight up and it's amazing for the tanks because the frogs love to sit on these big leaves and it doesn't break. And he says you can cut it. When you cut it, then you can replant it. So we'll have this plant all throughout the tank, everywhere.
We're trying to leave. Thank you.
All throughout the tank. It'll be amazing. And he says they're pretty much indestructible. So I'm not the plant guy, but that's what we got. And we're gonna go set it up at home. Make sure to like and subscribe to get an update when we post our next video. That's all from the Creatures of Creation video. Bye, WWJD.